Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past. From the Seahawks to the Supersonics, there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Trojans offense will start this game off. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams, regardless of which side of the ball they play on.
Oh, he's going to go up top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Shakes off the tackle, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Looking to throw on third. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job of it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring possession and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Washington's offense will get the ball for the first time. And this one ought to be a ton of fun. A couple of guys who operate at an ultra-elite level.
Man, you just know you're going to get points today. Both offenses have great signal callers, great quarterbacks, so you know every possession, Jesse, really matters.
Yeah, this is a quarterback duel. Make no mistake about it. And honestly, this game could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front.
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensive line.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Now on second down after the incompletion. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of games. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Walking.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Back to throw, it's Rodgers. He's right on target. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, I think about Warren Moon, I think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
With the catch, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Latu. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Huskies have their offense in high gear. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Rodgers. Trying to get to it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Getting some heat. That's reeled in. It's Coleman.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Hard running there. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it down the left side. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, USC.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back gathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Looking to pass. It's Rodgers. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's got great speed. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Good completion on the out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Inside the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Now on first down from the 40. He wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Washington coming to the line with another first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Husky. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Second down coming up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, he'll let it fly. He lobs one high down the left side. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
That's caught. It's Hunter. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After misfiring, it's second down. To the air, it's Rodgers. Got his man quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
One more snap coming before halftime. Going up top on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to throw, it's Rodgers. Fires to the right. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Washington right back to the line. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room. And you throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Handoff to the single back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his target down the middle. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing naturally. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle. Jog our punt returns him out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Here we go with the run on 4th down. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Hawaii. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Runs for the tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line. You go out and really try and establish their dominance, their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out of the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and long.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has the this offense rolling with a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Looking to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Trojans will try to punch it in on first and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, USC. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The defense with the scoop and score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quick strike complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Touchdown, Trojans. And the pummeling has started. They add on another score, and now that record owes so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well.
And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Offense in an empty set. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
A shot for the end zone. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. And he lays out and snags it down the left side. One word to describe this guy: unstoppable. Over 150 yards receiving, and he is putting the gold into that Cardinal and gold.
And they do such a good job with this offense year after year. If you're a USC OC, you got stars. On the outside, you got speed. You know how to highlight them. You know how to find them. And you know how to feed them for big days like this.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you win the ball game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, They're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They'll throw it on first down. Spins away from the defender.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage.
Got it in stride at the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Huskies will have it first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. They're trying to get to it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.